Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Gain there of 21 yards. Off play action. Hernandez. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hernandez will find Lindsay here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 42.
Operating from the gun. Hernandez looking for his running back, and he's got it. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And 6.
Looking to throw. Hernandez. He may try and run for this. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to...
And that's going to be caught for a touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now, that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Hernandez. Stepping up, he'll try and run. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. To throw is Hernandez on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's Hernandez on 1st and 10. Now he's flushed out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Hernandez now to throw on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. On the counter, Lindsey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Hernandez flushed out right, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Offensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a Nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield. And then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Get it! Get it!
Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Hernandez throwing on 1st down. Winds up and that's caught inside the 20. And on the way in. Touchdown, New England. Curtis Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Here we go!
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
At the 47-yard line.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Hernandez. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Malik Harrison able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
And lived to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Open man is Samuel, complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding Harris over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
On for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 62 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Hernandez forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score. Ravens 28. Patriots 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now Hernandez going to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance. They'll run. It's Dobbins. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, you could just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And it's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
it's a foot race. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
To throw is Hernandez. From the gun, he'll throw. Steps away to his left. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Queen on the tackle. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
From the gun, Hernandez. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here's Hernandez on 1st down. Throw caught here by Bird. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake. Hernandez. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, Can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Second and goal at the Ravens' 4-yard line.
They run the counter. It's Lindsey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now third and goal.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
A gain of a yard. It's now fourth and goal.
Hernandez now throwing on fourth down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
Fourth and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The pickup of 6 brings up second and 4.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Oh, yes! Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Jackson on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.